Alright, let's do this. Crazy. I thought we were going to make it to 200, to under 200, but we didn't quite make it there. That's okay. That's all right. We have, well, I didn't think we were going to get this far, so it's going to happen when it happens. I have definitely pushed for it, and that's the 10K on Twitter. I never want to be doing this again. It brings out the most insincere people. And it definitely attracts people who don't get a chance to really see who I am. And there are probably a lot of people who, if I took the time and build up a rapport and they would be more than happy to be following me and being a part of what I'm creating and allowing me to be a part of what they're creating. When switching to Blue Sky, the one thing I'm definitely not going to miss is the DMs, but I still miss the ability to put in gifts. And it's only been, and that would have been a big deal. That would have been a big deal at all. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm now working on doing animation, which is something that I was not even doing before. It is, like, I don't know how to describe it, but when I was working on the 2D animation of when I was working on the 2D animation, the live 2D animation of my original model, which was a platypus, in case people don't know. But when I was working on that, rigging is so different than what I'm doing right now. I'm doing individual cells. It's pretty wacky. Yeah, it's a pretty wackadoo. My first gift that I ever made, I think it was only 3 cells long, and it's the bonk, and I'm actually thinking about going back and redoing it. because it's 3 cells long. I might just, you know, work with the 3 cells and make 10 cells. You know, I'm trying to get more than a 5-second thing, and I'm into like doing 30, 40, 50 cells. I know that I can have up to 2,000, but I think I have a size limit. So it's going through like all sorts of iterations. And once I do that, you know, I can probably do that mouth movement, because now, you know, so now you have cells and you have layers and stuff like that. And so now now I have the mouth movement on separate layers, so that I can change the mouth out, but I can actually move that mouth and tweak it a bit to match, you know, any other type of mouth. Like have angry talking, have sad talking, and things like that, and really like explore the way it is. I am watching videos, old videos of mine, especially the loud noises of me singing, because I have certain tics that I think I want to give. And to be honest, I didn't think I had any tics. That I think I want to, you know, like little quirks in the way I speak and the way my mouth moves. That doesn't, that's kind of uniquely for me, so that if I am speaking through a character, it actually, the voice that you hear will look like it's coming from that mouth. And that's a whole totally different thing that I thought I was just going to, like, you know, ABC and lip sync it up, and I'm now like going, oh no, I got the way I say vowels and stuff like that is not common. I think my K's, the k sound, even k is an sound, and so it's a k. basically just doing videos, and I'm going to every once in a while do a live video, and I'm not going to be doing live videos on Twitch, which the sound is a bit different than the sound. So I mean, my mouth is different positions. Like, these are things I think about all the time. I was doing it at work yesterday. Every time I talk, I was thinking about how my mouth is moving. And again, on top of it all, I have my own. My mouth doesn't move like anybody else's. So, like, if I was to do somebody else's mouth movement, I'd have to change it up a bit. Otherwise, they would look like they sound like me. I mumble a lot. Which I really have to look into. So, like, if you can't tell, my entire world of free time is kind of occupied by this. But I'm still pushing front line to try to get to that 10K. Last year, at this time, I actually thought that they were going to shutter Twitter. I was extremely nervous, extremely scared. Obviously last year at this time, I was trying to go full-time, so I had a lot of videos coming out. I was doing a lot of things, especially on Twitch. And I was pushing, and I had lost sight and lost track of what my original streaming was supposed to be. I basically completely lost sight of it. And I think that with this reconstruction, I think it's kind of funny. I've been going through, I couldn't even do like by the year. Like every year I seem to be doing something completely different and revamping. And I think that that's, one, not fair to you. And I apologize for my indecisiveness and, and my lack of knowledge. Because I definitely think that it has the positive stuff that was coming from it. I was thinking this is the direction that I needed to go, and I was losing sight of what I originally wanted to be as a streamer. Loud noises and stuff like that, and all this, playing tabletop games and all those fun things that I was doing beforehand had all fallen by the wayside, and I was getting wrapped up into playing, online games and doing that sort of thing. And that's the people who I connected to and I was building a rapport with, that's all they know me as. it's like last year when I was doing the slimes. There are people that only know me, as the creator of slimes. That only know that that this is how it is. There are people like that, and they make up the majority, especially on Twitch. They make up the majority of people anyway. It's like when somebody sees my documakras, they're like going, "Oh my God, you can fucking draw!" And I'm like, well, I was a professional artist at one point in my life. Of course, I can draw. I've never had that question. And there's people I see coming up, and they're like going, "Oh, I'm just fooling around, and I'm just like this," and I'm like going, "But you're drawing, and it's not like you can't draw." Of that nature, it's not like it's like anything. This is like the 4th time that I've gone to work and have been followed by somebody all the way to work. This is kind of crazy. Sorry, these things shouldn't be distracting me. But drawing actually wasn't part of my original repertoire, and the only reason I started to learn how to digital draw is because of I can't afford to buy a model. I can't afford to pay for overlays. I can't afford to do any of those things that most VTubers do naturally. Yeah, that was really bizarre. I can't afford that. I still can't afford it. And that is the only reason that I am doing any of the artwork. The fan art, drawing the cues and creating templates and things like that. The only reason that I even started doing that is so that I could have practice. Doing that sort of thing. It is it is what it is. And I still, after having this job for nearly a year now, I still am coming to terms with this is not, what I'm doing outside of streaming is my career. This is what I'm doing for a career. And I think I'm still learning to accept that. There is a still a part of me that really wants to be doing streaming and this full time, and um, I I am going. I know that I'm going to, where morning commute is concerned. I am going to. I think starting with my most popular video. Um, Actually, my most popular video is an unboxing. My second most popular video, which is my interview um, video, and I think that I'm going to start with that one and do a separation between the videos, because I am rapidly approaching 400, and I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out. Maybe I will do it at 401. um, Video. I think I still have to go through my things, and I have to find the missing numbers and put those in. And I found a lost video um, that I've kept lost, and I have to put that in. And it's like everything is like, it's gonna be like, that's gonna be dated in the worst way, but it's going to be. I still haven't like uploaded it. Um, but we are going to see what we see. Um, I'm figuring this out, and thank you for being here. Thank you for freaking stopping by. Like, it means the absolute world to me. It to me, it still doesn't matter whether it's one person or whether it's 10 or even 100 people. Um, just stopping by, checking out what's going on, listening to me ramble. Hopefully, I'm not mumbling. Um, the One of the main reasons for morning commute is so that I can be a better speaker on stream. And my earlier videos, you can see that I mumble a lot. I saw. Um, as always, if you can put cool beans in the comments below. I'm going to actually check my time because I think I'm still kind of early. Yeah, I'm pretty early. Cool beans in the comments below. That would be great. You can write whatever comments you want. People write wonderful things, and I love it, and I take it to heart. And a lot of times it takes me. I think somebody wrote something, and I have not commented, and I'm sorry about that. I will get to that. That is more important to me than even reaching 10K on Twitter. The 10K on Twitter is just because I didn't think that, like I said, I didn't think that Twitter was going to stick around long enough for this to happen last year. And I was like going, I don't know if I can make 2,000. If I'm going to make 2,000 followers before it all collapses. It is a absolute stupid goal. It makes no sense, and I actually don't like doing it. I'd rather it be a little more organic. I'd rather have people come find me. I'd rather have more like minds. I just I I think that a lot is going on where Twitch is concerned, that I don't have a lot of like minds I have, all right, I'll put it in perspective. I have a lot of like minds, but I don't have nearly 600 like minds, with me um, on Twitch. And I definitely don't have 10,000 like minds, following me on Twitter. Um, I use that as my filter. But if anything has taught, if it has taught me anything, that the connection between Twitter and Twitch and here on YouTube, if that's taught me anything, there is no real connection. There is a handful of people on each, and I really mean a handful. There's a handful of people on each that follow me on either or one or more things, but most people just follow me on one. And more people follow me on Twitter, and I have less of a connection to them than follow me on Twitch. And more people follow me on Twitch than follow me here on YouTube. And even less people follow me on Blue Sky. In fact, most of the people on Blue Sky I don't have a connection to. I probably have a connection to about 50 of them. And I have now more people on Blue Sky than I have on YouTube. YouTube now has sunk below everything again, and I cherish that because I don't know, and I don't even know all the people that have subscribed here on YouTube. I don't have a listing of them. I have a listing of maybe 20, 25 people out of the 140 that I have. 140. I have 148, right? I think that's what it is. My God, I can't remember. But out of that number, um, I only know of a handful of people. So I'm like, I would even say like this is where I have the most connection. The good news about here on YouTube is that this is the one that I've been the most consistent. It and I have always felt that the fact that the numbers are low and the fact that when the bots come in and everything like that, they don't stick around because it's not worth sticking around for. And you guys get everything. I mean, I literally had somebody tell me because I haven't been streaming on Twitch. Hey, when is going to be your next stream? And it's like going, I'm still active. I'm still doing my thing. I'm just not a big Twitch person anymore. And I am less harsh on Twitch than I am on Twitter for the follow backs. And especially for the people that basically follow me and get my follow back, and once they get my follow back, they unfollow me. Those people, I just like, I don't even care about. I don't want to even give them the time of day, and it hurts because there's been a lot of people that, like for slimes in particular, I made slimes of people and they stopped following me. But yeah, it is what it is. I just remember somebody talking about, like, I think you can have a maximum of 4,000 people that you can follow on Twitch, and I'm just like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, what are they thinking, that you would only be following if you follow back everybody who follows you? Once you hit 4K, like, do you stop? Do you go back and start eliminating the people so that you can follow more people that you have more of a connection to. I don't really get that, because there are people that I guess would unfollow me if that was true once they get bigger and bigger and bigger. And maybe that's what's been going on. Maybe that's why I kind of lose a connection to them. I'm gonna go to work. Have a fantastic day. I've already said about writing in the comments below. Please do. That is everything to me. That means more to me than subscriptions and everything like that. Show me that. Let me have a connection to you. I want to have a connection to you. And because I believe that we're in this together. And if you don't want to be in it together, then don't. What can I say? And we won't have a connection. Don't watch my videos. I don't think you hear anybody saying that. But I think that we're building into something incredible, and I would love for you to be a part of it, and to be prescient as well as present. All right. So take care, and I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're having a fantastic time doing it. All right.